welcome back to the channel, and today an unboxing video of a game that's been out for some time. This is the second printing of one of the original CDG card driven games out there, Mark Herman's Washington's War, the American Revolution. Again, a game I've been monitoring for a long time. I've got a fond interest in the American Revolution. This one particularly has been quite hard to track down a copy. This one was in very good condition. That's why I went for this one. And I just wanted to show you what you get in the box, what the game is all about. A number of you will probably have this one in your games arsenal, and I'm sure I've had many an enjoyable evening playing it. So just to kind of focus on the key elements, let's just zoom that in there. There we go. You get 2 counter sheets, a mounted map board, event cards, 2 dice, rulebook, playbook, and player aids. This has a relatively low complexity and a low solitaire count as well, and that's probably predominantly because it's card driven and it's quite hard to play. There's no AI that I'm aware of with this game. However, I have seen a lot of videos where people are playing it on their own and just taking the role of each side as it comes along, and that's probably how I would do it initially, just to get things moving around and having a look at it. So let's show you what you get in the box. So you get, as typical with GMT, you get a playbook. So in here you get lots of examples of play, full colour, really nice. It's quite detailed, lots of reading there, explains the card system. So you really can be very well equipped before starting the game. You've got player notes, you know, some really interesting historical elements in there with the design notes. Really like that. Always, as always with GMT, great components, great clarity of rules. These were provided initially through C3I magazine. Again, I've seen them on other videos. The player aid cards are really good. Make everything a lot easier to follow and understand. And it sort of goes into quite a lot of detail on these. It really shows you things, particularly with the card driven element of the game and what you can and can't do. So these are really nice additions. There's one for each faction, or each army, each side, the British and the American. You've got this massive board, which I'll come to in a moment. You got the rules. Again, these are 23 pages. But the back page is a nice index, so you're probably looking at about 20 to 22 pages once you take the contents out of the way at the beginning, components, things like that. But again, it's set out in this very nice readable fashion. Lots of nice period photographs, color examples, all the things that you would associate with a game produced by this company, and a Mark Herman game as well. Big fan of Mark's rules. I've got Rebel Fury, the Waterloo, Gettysburg, quite a number of his different games. Really like the stuff that he produces. And then inside here you'll see that a lot of these are punched. We've got some extra baggies, the counters. So these represent the armies. Really straightforward, simple. British and American. We've got dice, we've got leader counters here, so let's just zoom that in if we can get that to focus. Maybe, there we go. But you can use the standees instead, which are these chaps here, which look a bit bigger on the table, a bit more imposing for the various things. Okay, so that's quite interesting. Then you've got the political markers, which is basically flags showing control under either British or American control, and there's a few other in-game counters there as well. Standee bits, and then you've got the cards. So you can see you get a lot of cards, and again, these all do different things. Being one of the original CDG games, the cards generally do one thing, whereas a lot of the newer types of games often give you 2 or 3 choices. You can use the cards for different purposes, but the original one was one. I haven't got a problem with that at all. I think it makes it a lot easier in some ways. Sometimes nowadays I find the whole 2-3 options thing a little bit overwhelming. You kind of get a bit confused, you don't know what to do, too much choice, whereas this is a little bit more clear cut. But as you can see there, some really nice cards, simple, good quality, as always with GMT. In terms of the map, let's just move some of these bits out of the way to show you that. The map is massive. I'm not going to be able to probably get this all on this table here. It's a big boy, a very big boy. Let's pop that down there maybe. Okay, so it's not quite laid flat yet, but I'm sure it's been in the box a little while. Once it's had a bit of time, it will settle down quite nice. You can see already it's starting to go down there. I'll just zoom out a little bit so you can see a bit more. A beautiful map. So you've got some really important elements of the game on the board, where you can put cards, armies. You've got this really useful colony control schematic, which allows you to keep a close eye on who controls what of the states, which is a key part of the game. And yeah, it's all point-to-point movement. Very simple map, but a big map. But very nice. Again, nice color palettes. Good hard mounted map board there. Brilliantly produced, as always. So that is Washington's War, GMT Games, Mark Herman. This is the second printing, the 2014 edition. I hope you've enjoyed this little walk down memory lane for a number of you. For others, this may be the first time you've seen the game. Certainly give it a look. It looks really interesting. I'm looking forward to getting it out in anger. I've watched a number of other producers on YouTube who've done some videos on this, playing this game, and it looks really interesting. I hope you've enjoyed this video and look forward to seeing you all again very soon.